I heartily welcome you all to yet another national assignment bordering on the transformation of the economic fortunes of Nigerians and beyond. There is no gainsaying that Nigeria is in dire need of industrialization, as unemployment is one of our basic problems that plagues our society today. As you may well know, the committee has just concluded a public investigative hearing, all geared towards enhancing the economic fortunes of the nation, especially for our teeming youths. In the same vein, the committee hopes and believes that the purpose of our deliberation today will be such that all energies will be directed towards making our budget system work and work effectively too. Nigeria's budget and budgeting can no longer be rhetoric, but must more than ever provide opportunity to every willing person to engage in meaningful, productive undertaking, particularly to the youths. We all know that at the moment Nigeria is an export-dependent economy in terms of generating revenue, particularly foreign exchange, and the development of steel is very sacrosanct to the diversification of our economy from oil. It is this realization that will guide our zeal to work harmoniously to ensure a vibrant economy through the development of steel. It is needless to say that outright underdevelopment, corruption, and mismanagement of the country's natural resources have contributed largely to the challenging economic growth we are experiencing today. Disheartening is the unsavory reports of the dilapidation and abandonment of projects, especially our inability to completely revamp the steel production companies. As patriots, it is pertinent for us to do the needful through legislation to ensure the enthronement of due process and transparency, and also make certain that all the leakages of the system are blocked in order to boost government revenues and move our country forward. As you defend your budget proposal today, be assured that the committee is prepared to intervene in any of your challenges in order for the ministry and its agencies to achieve full implementation of its budget. Worthy of note is that the committee, through its oversight function, will track and fact-check every subhead encapsulated in the budget proposal. Estimate we are here to consider, and therefore urge all and sundry to give this deliberation the seriousness it deserves. This committee would like to see more of the activities of the ministry and its agencies as outlined in the budget. On this note, I request the Honorable Minister to present the ministries first, to appraise the ministry's budget performance for 2021 before we move on to its proposal for 2022 and the jurisdiction as it implies. 1. 2021 through 2022, 2021 internally generated revenue IGR profile and projection, stroke 2022. 2021 budget performance with details of contracts awards, contractors, and status of projects awarded from 2020 to date. Performance and defense of 2021 to 2022 budget. Thank you. And a remark, we are going to start, and we'll start from the ministry. We may end up the whole day with the ministry. We may start with one or two other agencies, and we may not end up with them today. So as fast as we can do with all facts available, and with all sincerity of purpose, we are determined to be very fast. But in an event we cannot round up, even with the ministry today, the defense continue tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Ministry of Operation and the 10 agencies under its supervision for 2021 had 24,475,404,173 naira only. It's broken down as follows. Personnel cost is 10.1 billion. Overhead cost 1.736 billion. Capital cost is 12.605 billion. And that totals 24.475 billion. On page 2, that's the detail of all the ministry and its agencies. I'm not sure if I don't need to read through, or do you want me to?
Oh, go ahead, you go through it.
Read through it one by one.
This summarize.
Yes, that's the summary I'm giving. Unless you want me to read that page fully. Yes, because it's already before you. That's what I'm saying. You know what the ministry and agencies is. Just a breakdown. Overhead, total current capital, and then total allocation. Yes. So that's page 2.
That's a summary of 24 billion.
Yes, sir. The summary of 24 billion as it's broken down for the agencies and the ministry. Page 3. We'll go to total appropriation and cash releases from January to September 2021 for the headquarters is broken down as follows. Personnel, the appropriation is 1.164. Total release today is 751,921,000. Of course, that comes to 64.57%. Overhead, 771.937 million. Total release to date is 450.296 million, and that comes to 58.33%. Capital is 4.104 billion. Total release 2.566 billion, coming to 62.54%. Accordingly, there are ongoing capital projects being funded from 2021 budget releases. Details of the jobs, such as title, description, location names, and contractors, has been provided to the committee. It's a very large list.
Sorry?
I said it's been provided. List of contractors, jobs, and everything is with you. Is with the committee. Yes. Yes. Yes, there's more detail one. So everybody has it. Percentage payment made on some of the projects were provided as requested by the committee. Other few outstanding projects and work processing is ongoing. We'll go to revenue generation. Internally generated revenue performance in 2021 is 3.019 billion. Tender fees, 2.33 billion. Sale of government assets, these were some budget assets that were sold, 189 million. Meteorological testing fees, 500,000. Sorry, that's 189,000. Sale of government assets, not 189 million. 189,000. Meteorological testing fees, 500,000. Everything comes to 3.019 billion. Revenue collected into federation accounts. This goes directly to the account of government. Royalties, 3.843 billion. Fees, 2.363 billion, totaling 6.207 billion. All amounts have been remitted to the Treasury, as shown in the appendix. In 2022, we intend to raise that to 7.315 billion, whereas the sum of 8.830 billion has been projected for year 2023, just from 6 to 7 to 8. Generally, that is the executive summary for 2021. I think from that page, the 2022 stats, but I think we can stop with the appraisal first before we move on.
Sorry?
I finished the 2021 summary. If you look on that page, 4.2 starts with 2022, but I don't think you ask us to go to that yet. So what I've given you is the executive summary of 2021. Unless you want me to go on and just finish this whole document.
Wait.
The item 24 of page 11. Is it of page 11? Yeah, item 24. Yes, it said consultancy services. You've recorded some progress here, but there is no consultant attached to it. Whether it's in-house activity, we want some explanation. I think that is all for now. Thank you.
Your personnel costs.
Salaries.
Yes.
Government pays salary directly.
That's why I asked question.
Are you owing any staff salary?
In your ministry?
I doubt it.
Yeah?
Okay, they said there are some arrears, but the DFA is there.
This year?
Salary arrears and promotion arrears.
Or this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Directly ministry.
Directors who are promoted 2020, they just released their date from the job in pay.
Okay. This one is answered. In your own presentation, you said you have given us the breakdown of the projects.
Yes.
I went through it. I found out that a number of projects, starting from number 7
Yes.
to the last, number 7 of page 8, totaling of 36 projects amounted to about 1 billion is awarded to unknown contractors.
Yes.
So what is happening? You awarded a project worth about 1 billion, 36 projects to unknown contractors. We need explanation on this, please.
Okay.
The ministry. So we can ask from all corners. It doesn't matter where.
No, because
as far as the ministry is concerned,
we have 2 committees here.
The committee, the other committee may
this
not.
one is still.
The other committee may not look at that.
No, they did.
But no, excuse me. But as far as this committee is concerned, it's independent of other committees, and by right of our jurisdiction, we oversight.
No problem. We will give the same answer.
At anywhere.
It's just that when we are doing money, somebody asked a question on steel and chairman overruled. Now this is steel. We should not answer.
As far as the ministry is concerned, I'll call you.
What is it, sir? Yes, this still committee. Yes.
So that's why I'm interested.
Thank you so much, sir. I said that's the first question.
Industry sector. Let me start with the minister by making these clarifications. Just a rider first on what my original chairman says. Your portfolio,
what is it?
As a minister, your portfolio, is it not mines?
And still development.
Good. So as you rightly made mention about that, when you wanted to ask some questions, you wanted to barricade. We agreed that there is some scope and limitation on what you are doing. Having it enshrined by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Section 80 and Section 89, 88, 89, subsection 1 and 2, you have the right to ask all those questions. And that is why I wanted to make clarification.
I do not doubt the power, sir.
Yes, but you wanted to hesitate.
No, sorry, sir. I just wanted to clarify this. It pleases the government or the National Assembly to split and make it one committee in the House or in the Senate.
That is in the Senate.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just what I learned, especially we defended, was it Thursday? We were with the
Committee on
Southern Merit.
Yeah.
And the chairman cautioned.
Yes.
When the members started asking about Jakuta, he overruled that this is for steel. They are strictly restricted to mining. So the chairman overruled the member who was asking about Jakuta. In fact, I invited the member to come to this committee defense today, that he will learn about what happened to Jakuta, because the chairman overruled that we should not talk about anything still. as there is a committee that will ask us things pertaining to steel development, while they were for mining generally. He was the chairman, but sincerely, we'll answer all questions as we did to them. We answer all questions in mining, which is most of the questions being asked now, and we also answer the questions on steel. If we haven't pleased us, if both committees, we met them at the same time, so we can answer everything everybody will know, because that particular member has been shortchanged. I don't think he's here today.
Maybe the mistake.
He wanted to find out about Jakarta, right? I invited him. I said she come to the Monday 10 a.m. But obviously the member is not here.
That is what I'm saying. Maybe that one maybe can make a mistake or something like that. But if you have,
is it the legislature that is supposed to appropriate that very particular head? I want to get because you now say, excuse me,
okay, sir.
It is now apparently clear that there is loss of revenue,
yes,
from that aspect.
Yes.
And you now want to claim ignorance, or rather, you want to claim no responsibility. And I want you to state categorically clear whose responsibility is it to get the mining police or fund the mining police.
I will say this, sir. Yeah. Number one, even talking Zamfara. Yes, the mining police can take care of illegal mining in other areas which are small. What is Zamfara is beyond mining police, because even Nigerian army facing them on all-out war has not succeeded. So it's beyond the mining police what's happening in Zamfara, if you want to talk about that. But the way budgeting is done, you know it. We have this head in our budget. But when the budget comes to us, and that's what I want to say, it comes as, this is envelope, this is what you have, and it's distributed. Even what each agency gets is already known.
Yes, who distributes this, please?
It's from the budget office. When we try to change it, it's difficult for us. And that's why I say I've had some private discussions with members of this committee, even members of other committee as well. That is where maybe the appropriations committee in the National Assembly can help us, if they have the power. Because when budget comes to us, it's a done deal. We can't do anything about it.
No. The essence of this budget, before you come,
yes,
can you furnish us with those quantity removed while you were in office?
Yes, I can do that.
And the money they paid while you were not in office.
Okay.
You want to see the comparison.
Yes, I can even do that for you, because a particular case came to me. Yes. Somebody paid, and we had this removed anything, because there was some ambiguity when the auction was done. The auction was done. The person that came out first, maybe did not pay on time, and they gave the second man to pay. In the interim, the man did not know he went to pay into government, consolidated revenue. So the man that was asked to pay second was asked to move. When the man came, when I was in office then, yes, evidence of the money had gone in. They had already paid. Money cannot be paid back to him. Yes, I know about that. And I think S.A. Jakarta provided the details there. We asked him to move because he had paid even before I came to office.
Now authorize him to move.
Oh, yes, I did. But I've not sold, okay, go and pay money and all that. No, I've not. But somebody who had paid before I came to office, yes, and they showed there was, yes, we'll give you, even without the motion, we'll give all the details.
No, excuse me, no, what I want to say.
Okay, the quantity you paid for was the quantity.
When we come, we are friends.
Yes.
We should be able to hear each other. Today, my brother Magari cannot travel by road to his constituency. I know he will travel first by flight. We all understand what is the problem. Investment works hand in hand with security. No, Magari, I can tell you that. Magari, I can tell you that. So, what I'm saying is that investment, he has answered all the questions.
Okay. And that is to say you have nothing to contribute.
No, I don't have.
Spamsec, do you have any further contribution?
Thank you, Honorable Chairman.
On the budget of 2021.
Ministers have spoken very well on the budget of 2021. I'm sure the House will agree with me. Many people are smiling at me. All your questions have been answered, and like the Minister of State said, we have one voice. All the documents you have requested for the next 48 hours, you will get them. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. You will get all the documents. You will get all the documents you have requested for.
Why issues are pending on the 2021 budget? I want.
Sorry.
I know it's a proposal, but my question, I have two questions. On your executive summary at page 4, I just want an explanation why there is a decline in the overall capital from 12.6 to 11.6, because it is at your level that you disaggregate, and if you are to stimulate the economy, I think more should go into capital. The other one is on your revenue. Yes, if it is true that, if you go to page 5, if it is true that you are, especially item B of 4.2, your surveillance task force, may I equate that to your proposed mining police? It's not, because if that is the case, it means you are trying to protect, because that's the purpose of the surveillance task force, trying to protect the site, mining sites. So in a way, by doing that, you are also increasing production output. So if that is the case, then I expect that your revenue, your proposed revenue of 7.3 should be higher. Instead of 7.3, I expect a 50% jump of your 2021 revenue. So we are talking about 9 to 10 billion.
Thank you. So the questions are many. So in
billion. Yes, if you look at 2021, you will see that. But that's not the ministry's budget, but it was part. When I say our budget was 1.9 billion capital last year, that's what is the ministry core budget. The total you see in the budget is 4, but that 4 is not for us. 1.2 is for member of the National Assembly. There's another 600 for member of the National Assembly, like that. So some of these are those projects. But we can give you details. I sincerely, my dad is just looking through his phone now, which is
I know it was.
I beg your pardon, because that's an embarrassment.
No, excuse me.
I can give you the
ordinarily, as the committee is concerned.
You move, but with an amendment, not the end of the section, but at least we can conclude the ministry's proposal. Yes, yes. That's what I'm saying now. That
okay.
Yes, we can conclude the ministry's proposal, the ministry's budget performance and budget proposal of 2022 as amended by the chairman.
So that we should treat the budget while we still wait for further submissions as amended by Engineer Johnson. Say aye. Aye. If you are against it, the ayes have it. So, Dr. Minister.
Thank you so much. Have enough. Please do all in your powers to give us more. Not even just reallocating, but add more for us. Like I said, Nigerian government is trying to diversify the economy through agric and mining. I think mining is being shortchanged. If our counterpart that's being used is collecting 500 billion, we should at least, if we get 50, we'll be happy. That's 10% what they are getting, not less than 2 billion. Thank you so much.
You know, this is the third budget we are sitting as far as Ajokuta is concerned, and this committee is concerned. You know, Ajokuta is still complex. Our expectation is that by now, we must have, the complex must have started producing billet, is it? Yeah. But year in, year out, the trouble is still one thing. We are waiting for Russia, we are waiting for technical auditing. We've said enough about Ajokuta this morning when the ministers were presenting their budget. And you know, the nation as a unit, by the grace of God, if Ajokuta comes to production, from your estimation, we understand that about 10,000 skilled engineers will be employed. And other artisans will follow. And the implication of that is that our economy will improve. Far from that, the state of insecurity will have a positive effect on, the state of insecurity. What do I mean? It will reduce crimes and criminality within the immediate environment and by extension the country as a whole. Because this industry, a lot of people are waiting for it to start. It is believed that almost 98% of what is needed to be done has been done, and we are waiting for just one thing: technical audit. We are appealing to you. We are appealing to the government. We are appealing to your ministry. We are appealing to the good conscience of this country so that they can help reduce unemployment in this country. They can help so that Nigerians will see an industrial revolution through Ajaokuta Steel Complex. I appeal to you and the whole Federation as a whole. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We will have a workable document that implies what was never fixed in Ajaokuta, what has gone bad, what need to be upgraded, so that we can come clearly with a business plan. And the Ajaokuta project will take a total of 18 months to its completion. And what we're going to gain there as a country, as people, cannot be overemphasized. Just as you mentioned, just for it has a three-phase of 1.8, 3.6, and 5.2. The first phase we need about 10,000 engineers, just engineers only, and we know an indirect staff of as much as 400,000 people. So, and we know that if we're able to take this from the street, the impact is going to be enormous. It's going to receive all the social problems we're having, and and encourage foreign exchange. A lot of money is being spent in terms of buying infrastructure products like roads and co for construction in Nigeria. So it can be overemphasized, and we appreciate your support.
I think it will be nice, informative for us to know how far the status of those projects. Say how far you've gone and the money expended to date. All you have here is ongoing, so much. Ongoing, so much. Yeah, the type, the status of the project. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
So, Prof, you have the status.
And pure chin and annoy them.
Annoy them.
So it's a lot of research. You don't just annoy them. You have to go through a lot of analysis.
It's a process.
To make sure, especially to their own specification. And that can take up to a year, or that's why I'm saying ongoing. It's not something we all do, this year we'll finish it.
But what he is trying to get, maybe if I'm right, you are committing.
Let me wear your glasses so that
the observation is correct. You want to put it to him that he should produce another one.
Okay. Okay. We'll produce it.
Yes.
We'll do that, sir.
No.
Emotion blame power. Deputy chairman, I still second. Thanks.
Of the ministry and our agencies. Hopefully we'll pass your budget, and hopefully we expect you do wonderfully well to be part of the strategic development of this country. So we thank you for your time, and we wish God will use you to develop the steel industry once again. Thank you.